All right. First, let's look at the Use For section. This is where you specify the category to generate an image for your desired purpose. Concept doesn't strictly follow your model's facade. Because the facade can vary and change a lot, this is useful for exploring ideas and getting inspiration. The exterior option means you want to render the exterior design of your model while generally following its facade. And interior, as the name suggests, is what you use for interior renderings. Since we're rendering the exterior of this model, we'll leave it as is.
Next up is the creativity slider. The name alone sounds fun. If I crank this up, does the image just get prettier?
More unpredictable is probably a more accurate description than prettier. Think of this slider as the reins on the AI's imagination. If you set the creativity low, the AI will interpret your model and prompts very honestly and realistically. The results are predictable and safe.
So it's like it just applies realistic materials to the model exactly as it was built?
Precisely. On the other hand, if you max out the creativity, the AI might add architectural details that weren't in the original model, or even alter the facade slightly. Finding the right balance in the middle will be key to getting the best image. I generally recommend a value somewhere between 20 and 40.
I see. So the key is to set it according to the image you want to create, but it's important to be moderate. Okay, next is steps. It goes from 0 to 50. What kind of steps are these?
You can think of this as the level of effort the AI puts into drawing the image. The AI actually works by gradually refining the image from a state of noise, and these steps are the number of refinement iterations. If you set the steps low, it's much faster, but the image might look a bit blurry or unfinished.
So it could look a little fuzzy?
Yes, but if you increase the steps, it takes a bit more time, but the AI meticulously refines every detail of the image, resulting in a much sharper and more polished final product. It's best to increase the steps when you're generating your final output.
A classic trade-off between speed and quality. I get it. Prompt strength? How is this different from creativity? They both seem like they let the AI do its own thing, so it's a bit confusing.
That's a very sharp and excellent question. If creativity is the AI's overall artistic freedom, prompt strength determines only how strongly it will follow the commands from the text prompt.
Ah, so it's limited to the text commands.
Correct. For example, let's say my Revit model is a rectangular box, but in the prompt I write a round dome house and turn the prompt strength all the way up. The AI will try its best to follow the text and make it round, even if it means ignoring the original model's shape. Conversely, if you lower the strength, it will prioritize the visual form of the Revit model over the content of the prompt.
I see. So you're making the 3D model information and the text description wrestle for control. That must be a very powerful feature.
And now, for the most important part, the prompt, which is the instruction you give to the AI. Here comes the second tip. Be as kind and detailed as possible in your description.
Kind and detailed, for example?
You write in very specific terms like what kind of building it is, what style it is, whether it's a perspective or a bird's eye view, what the weather is like, and so on.
Wow, that's written in great detail. But what about someone like me who isn't a great writer?
Not to worry. That brings us to our third tip, the Enhance Prompt feature. Even if you just write a simple sentence and press Enhance Prompt, the AI will polish it into a professional-grade prompt for you. Let's generate an image this way.